Hey guys, how you doing? Me? Well, today's not a great day. My week has not been awesome. But that's not the deal we get in life. Some weeks are worse than others. Some girls are bigger than others, and some girls' mothers are bigger than other girls' mothers. Thank you, Morrissey, for that. So my self-esteem on Monday was a 10 out of 10, which for me, a person who lived most of their life with the most intense self-hatred imaginable, that was a miracle, and it felt great. I felt like I was walking on rainbows or something. And today, I'm down to a 2.7 out of 10. My love for humanity on Monday was around a 9.10. Today, it's down to a 4.2 out of 10. My energy level all week, well, this is typical. Physical energy for me, all-time low. I might have lower energy than any other human being walking the planet, even if they're like 5 minutes from death. I've got less energy than that person. My creative energy is remarkably high this week, okay? So I'm going to report one good thing, and it's that. I'm like all jazzed. I felt like I was on art speed or something recently. All because I saw this Picasso Rivera show that's at LACMA. Shout out to Erica for getting me in. Thank you. But there's this ancient sculpture of a lion attacking a man. In the show, it's one that influenced Picasso. And the second I saw it, it was like, how do I describe this? I don't know how to describe it, but it felt like a lightning bolt to my drawing hand. And I couldn't wait to get home to start working on my own version of that image. So my plan is I don't know why the hell I'm telling you guys this, like you care, but I'm going to be making a large drawing of one of my guys, bringing back a sweatsuit guy for one drawing, but making him enormous. And that one guy will be attacked by a lion. And it'll look pretty similar to this old sculpture. This old sculpture. So that's exciting for me. By the way, welcome to the podcast. This is me reading stuff. My name is Robin. I want to really quickly thank The Organist. If you guys don't know, McSweeney's and KCRW they produce an amazing podcast called The Organist. And I've been listening to it all last year, and I got to do something what they called a verbal selfie. And I was really honored. So thank you to you guys who invited me on that show. And I'm really happy about it. So you guys can search for that podcast. Just search The Organist under wherever you look for podcast, and you'll see it, or go to the KCRW's website. I'm going to link it all for you here. Let's move on. You know who I haven't read to you in a while? One of all of our favorite poets, Wallace Stevens. If you don't know, Wallace Stevens, born in, let's just say the 1870s. I don't even know. Sorry. I know he died in 1955. He was an executive in an insurance company in Connecticut. He was really into traveling to Key West, Florida. I remember that. And he assaulted Ernest Hemingway there at a party once. Which, not that I promote assault, but I really like that about him. He also won the Pulitzer Prize. And we love him. We read him on the show. He's the reason I started this podcast. So there. I guess that's that. Go listen to the first episode if you want to hear more about that. All right, you guys, I'm going to be reading from my book, Wallace Stevens, The Collected Poems. This is a vintage book. Mine was published in 1990. I will link you so you can go ask your librarian where the hell to find this book, and you can enjoy it. This is a great little book. Well, it's not that little, but it's an easy one to hold. You know, shout out to all the books that are easy to hold. I tend to love books that are way too big for their own good. This one feels great in my hands. Just a normal, nicely sized book. It's little things for me. All right. I'm going to be reading The Plot Against the Giant. I kind of messed up. The Plot Against the Giant. First girl. When this yokel comes maundering, wetting his hacker, I shall run before him, diffusing the civilest odors out of the geraniums and unsmelled flowers. It will check him. Second girl. I shall run before him, arching cloths besprinkled with colors, as small as fish eggs. The threads will abash him. Third girl. Oh, le pauvre. I shall run before him with a curious puffing, He will bend his ear then. I shall whisper heavenly labials in a world of gutturals. It will undo him. This is when I throw my book, but I'm not going to throw it today because I'm low energy levels. You know what else? Because I'm feeling all, I'm a little baby. I feel like so annoying right now. I realize my life is pretty good. I'm just kind of dipping emotionally, and that happens to all of us. The world is a crazy place anyway. The United States is insane right now. So I feel like if I get a chance to start feeling even worse than I already do, I take it, which I don't like. I mean, I want to I don't necessarily want to stay positive. I want to stay realistic. But I also, as sick as I am of my own resilience, I need to foster resilience every minute of my life. I mean, otherwise it's over, right? So resilience is good. Anyway, so that reminded me about this poem I read you guys a couple months back by W.S. Merwin called Thanks. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but let me read the last lines. With the animals dying around us, our lost feelings, we are saying thank you. With the forest falling faster than the minutes of our lives, we are saying thank you. With the words going out like cells of a brain, with the cities growing over us, we are saying thank you faster and faster. With nobody listening, we are saying thank you. We are saying thank you and waving, dark though it is. You can get that from Migration, New and Selected Poems, Cooper Canyon Press, 2005. W.S. Merwin, man, that poem, I need it. I need reminders. You need to say thank you for your traumas. You need to say thank you for your pain. You need to say thank you for little things like the book that I just held that felt good in my hands, and my stupid coffee, and potato chips dipped in yellow mustard. All right, you guys, don't forget to check out The Organist. You can follow me on Instagram and or Twitter at ROBYN_ONEIL. There is where you can find a link to all this stuff I talk about, too. I always put it up mainly on Twitter. All right, I got to get the hell out of here. We all have things to do. I don't want to stop you. I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to propel you into your best life, best day. I do want to remind you, I was reminded this week that Q-tips can damage your ears, so don't use them. I don't want to tell you why and what happened to me, but because it sounds like there's always something wrong with my body, which is true. That's true. There really is, but this was a weird one. Don't use Q-tips. I'm going to be upfront and tell you right now, I can tell you're not drinking enough water. So come on, get with it. Also, you're gorgeous. I love you guys. Be good to each other and be good to yourselves. Bye-bye.